The IndySlotCar channel welcomes you to this presentation of the IndySlotCar Series.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 HO Indy 500. It is the 28th running of this magical race. Dan Townsend-Bell, all the drivers are here. We got half the field's winners. A heck of a fight there for second place in the points. Mike Lack, if he just qualifies, he's going to win the championship. But it's the race, Dan. What is it about this race?
Well, it's the last one of the year, and it's probably the one everybody wants to win. And same as here, the championship's decided. Mike Lack walked in the door, he got his championship. But second through fifth, that's all up in here. Double points tonight. John Wiedemann, Dean Strom, Bill Black, and even Steve Rist, the newcomer, all can finish in the runner-up spot. And it's a big deal to be on that stage at the banquet making a speech.
Absolutely. And, you know, you've got Bill Black, Steve Rist, you've got Brad Cord, you've got Pete Dorn. They all want their first HO Indy 500 win. Because once you win, you get your name on that beautiful plaque. You can take a drink of the liquor. You're never, ever, ever forgotten. And let's give a shout-out to John Wiedemann. He's been a good champion. He didn't quite have the horses to defend it this year.
No, he didn't, but he's back to try to get another 500 win. And you forgot, we have bumping this year. We have 10 drivers. I mean, 2 drivers will go home. I mean, there's some drama in qualifying. We haven't had that in a while. Real drama where 2 individuals going home. 2 guys driving all the way here, putting all that work in all season long, are going to end the year on a low note, having to pack their bags and walk out. So nobody wants to do that.
It's time for qualifying.
All right, you want to take a look at this year's commemorative pace car for the race. It's the 1974 Corvette Stingray. Of course, we tried to do it all out for this race and have a great pace car for the HO Indy 500.
You are looking now at the field for the 28th HO Indy 500. We have our pole sitter. That is right there. Second year in a row for a track record for Mike Kristoff.
That's right. And he spends his time away from the racetrack riding in helicopters looking at traffic.
And next to him, starting two, it's the rookie, Steve Rist, who I understand he plows up baseball diamonds. Now next to him, you got our 2005 winner, dangerous Dan Margetta.
Speaking of baseball, he is a Brewers season seat holder. And he takes a different girl every game.
There you go. And then next to him, you've got your now 7-time champion. It's officially, he made the field, Mike Lack. And you know what? I understand that this guy duck hunts while blindfolded. Starting fifth, you've got Ev Kamikawa. Now, 20 years to go today. When he was on the target team with Dan Margetta, he won the pole and gave it up for Dan so he could have a chance to the championship. Hence why those retros colors. And
I thought he had a discount coupon at Target.
Well, you know, he is a cheap bastard, so he probably does have as part of that. And that is Bill Black.
That's right. It took him years and years and years of trying. He's normally known as a guy that doesn't make this race and goes home disappointed, but not this year.
And he has a secret life as a cobbler outside.
That's right.
He reshoes shoes, so it's part of that. So in case you didn't know that.
They call him Geppetto.
Then next to him, you've got in 7th place, you've got John Wiedemann, your defending champion. This is the last race we get to say that he's champion. He was a good champion. He owns a sweet shop, believe it or not. Yeah. He sells ice cream and donuts and all that kind of stuff and chocolates from Husky Chocolate. Now next to him, you've got Pete Dorn. Pete Dorn, he was your final qualifier in 8th place. He didn't give up his backup car for $40. No one would buy it, or no one wanted to pay the $40 anyway.
And he's in the field. And if you remember the old wrestler Super Destroyer, the guy with the mask, that was Pete Dorn.
Now number 9, you've got unfortunately the guy who claimed before the race that he wasn't going to make it. Everyone said, nah, you're going to make it, you're quick. That is Dean Strom, unfortunately.
That's right. He lost the anger and he lost the speed.
And in 10th, it's your rookie guy, the guy that didn't quite make it but had himself a good time. That was Brad Cord.
Yeah, came on late in the season, ran some races, will be back next year and looking for a good season.
And I understand he hunts gophers in his spare time too.
That's right, with a big club like whack-a-mole.
Exactly, it's part of that. So there's your field now for the 2021 HO Indy 500.
Here we go, heat race number 1 of the HO Indy 500, and we're off. We've got Dan Margetta facing off against Ev Kamikawa, Pete Dorn, Steve Rist. Early lead is for Dan, but Dan has a crash down there between 1 and 2. Pete has had some troubles over here in turn 4, as does Ev right there. So the early lead, Steve keeping it clean inside there in the green lane. And another crash for Ev coming out of turn 4. And Dan Margetta is right now on the outside looking in. Ev Kamikawa has moved to the lead of this heat race. Steve Rist running second. He's got to keep Margetta in his rearview mirrors, and he will transfer to his first 500 final. Right now, he is running 4 laps down with time ticking down. Oh, and Margetta crashes coming out of turn 1. 30 seconds left, and it's about a 5-lap lead between Rist and Margetta for that transfer spot. The last few seconds now, and that's it. Ev Kamikawa will challenge for a possible fifth HO Indy 500. Steve Rist is into a final.
Second heat race, Mike Kristoff, Mike Lack, Bill Black, John Wiedemann set the next two drivers in the HO Indy 500. Top two advance in these heat races. First and second place. Early lead right now is Mike Kristoff, who's been fast, set the new track record in qualifying, and he likes this track, the Matador, they call him. And let's take a look at coming down to the front straightaway here. You'll see Kristoff's car. There they go. Here comes Kristoff, already passing Wiedemann to make time up. That car is so fast on the inside. We'll see it as it comes through here and through these corners on the inside. But Mike Lack leads it. Oh, crashing down there. You can see the problem happening over in the treacherous turn 4. Right there it is again. Kristoff's got a fast car, but he can't keep it on the track early on here in heat race number 2. John Wiedemann is a guy to move in that inside lane. He's going to come and take another lap away from his teammate. You see him right there. There he comes in that red and white car on the far inside. It's now a 2-lap difference for the transfer as we count down the minutes for this heat race. There they go in the final seconds. We'll watch as a crash off the corner. That's Lack again. It looks like it's Mike Kristoff and John Wiedemann moving to the HO Indy 500. Mike Lack, your defending champion, will win the cup today, but he won't make the race. Quick rundown of the pit stop procedure here at the HO Indy 500. It's different from most of the races we have, as we have a total of 5 pit stops. They'll change tires on one, and the fuel stops you'll see here. The first one, a big, large cup of fuel. They will stop and change tires on a pit stop. They'll have the regular card pit stop, and the last stop, that's the push to pass. And push to pass, that's the last final stop. Participants in the HO Indy 500, the 28th edition of this great race. We're going to start with the first guy. He's a rookie. He just started this year. He already picked up a couple wins. Made his first HO Indy 500 in his first attempt. Steve Rist, you're looking pretty good out there.
Yeah, the car is handling really well. I got some decent speed behind her, so hopefully we can get something done here.
You don't seem too intimidated. I mean, you got a 4-time winner there, Ev Kamikawa. John Wiedemann's won this before. Kristoff runs good here.
Yeah, Kristoff's got the fastest qualifying car. I'm a bit worried about him. And
all right, so there you have it. That's Steve Rist.
I'm not worried about John.
He's not worried about John Wiedemann. We'll catch. Playing hurt the last couple weeks, Ev. Your issues aren't slowing you down too much on the racetrack, though.
Well, I'll tell you, Dan Townsend Bell, that it's in the track. I'm hurting all over, but this is Indy. This is the magic. This is the history. This is the thing that gets inside you, that you live and breathe for it all year. This is the juice that keeps the oranges scared and running away, because they know that it's just this sweet nectar, and it's called Indy.
Now you think about it, A.J. Foyt, Alan Sir Sr., Rick Mears, the only 4-time winners of the Indy 500. You're a 4-time HO Indy 500. You could be the first 5-time winner of any kind of Indy 500 name race.
Well, yeah, we've been talking about that the last 10 years. Let's not talk about that till it happens.
This guy is the hottest car on the racetrack, the fastest guy all week long. He put the car in the show. Mike Kristoff runs good here at Indy for some reason, and boy, you come alive.
Yeah, I mean, I do love this track, and it's always been good to me. I haven't always been good to the car that I've been given. The Michael Shankett racing team has deserved better. So this is the race. We're really hoping to finally pull it all together, the way we've meant to.
Now, pit stops are a different strategy here. Are you ready for that?
Well, I'm really excited about pit stops. I think we're prepared for them, and I think the push to pass is really going to energize us to the finish.
The final combatant, here's the guy Steve Rist isn't worried about, apparently. This is John Wiedemann.
What happened there?
I don't know. He didn't name you at all.
There were people that weren't worried about me in the last race, too, and I seemed to be able to sneak my way in here. But there was a little bit of strategy, and he was worried. But anyway, we got a lot of luck to get into this race. I don't know that we're going to keep having that luck, but it's the Indy 500. You never know. There's lots of pit stops. There's death cards.
You got to run in all 4 lanes.
All 4 lanes, yep. So we'll see.
Ev Kamikawa, John Wiedemann, Steve Rist, Mike Kristoff. That's your field for the HO Indy 500, and they're off and underway. And we have a crash already down the front straightaway. That was Mike Kristoff already having a problem. John Wiedemann having a problem. A rough start here. It's going to let the inside lane. Looks like another crash off the corner. That was Steve Rist. You saw off there. Ev Kamikawa. There, another crash down there for Steve Rist. So early on here, looks like Ev Kamikawa is going to take the early lead as Kristoff bounces again down the straightaway. Trouble with the turns there early on for Mike Kristoff. This 4th turn has given him some issues. Things have settled down here as we get going here in the HO Indy 500. Ev Kamikawa with the early lead. He was the cleanest in those opening laps. Pit stop window is open here in the HO Indy 500. Ev Kamakawa, John Wiedemann are your current leaders. Kamakawa says he's coming in. Still says he's coming in. Wiedemann's going to come in before him. The first pit stop made will be John Wiedemann. Ev Kamakawa's right behind him. They'll find their fuel. They're drinking the fuel down. See who. You see that both. Lots of fuel going in this stop because, oh, Kamakawa's out early. Wiedemann's a little bit behind. Like Christoph, he's coming in. Christoph's going to come in to grab his. He's got the first pit stall. Slamming down the fuel. Making sure. Here comes Steve. Christoph has it in. Here comes Steve. Rist. Steve Rist. They have a power problem on the racetrack as Rist is downing his fuel. Fuel is in for Steve Rist. He is out. We're looking at turn 2 as those 3 cars that come by there. Approaching the second pit stop will be coming up shortly. Ev Kamakawa with the lead over John Wiedemann. Mike Christoph and Steve Rist are close behind. Still anybody's race. And Kamakawa is now in the window for his second stop along with Wiedemann. Here he comes. Kamakawa's calling to the pit marshals that he'll be coming out. There you go. You see him coming out. Here he comes. He's going to find the line right here. Stop. Good job. Good speed entering. He's going to find his lane. Oh, he spilled. We got spillage here all over. Fuel. You can't see an alcohol fire. It's all over the place. That's going to be a 5-second stop and go for your leader, Ev Kamakawa. He spilled fuel all over the pits. And there he is. He makes a stop and go. You'll see him. There he goes. That was for spilling fuel in the pits. He saw it went all over the place. That could have been a dangerous situation. More problems down here in this corner for Christoph. Whoa, he caught Wiedemann on the way by and Rist. Rist is backwards on the straightaway. He gets turned around. I saw that.
I think it's my first time doing this shit.
He put it in backwards on the corner worker there. And oh, wow. We're approaching the halfway point. It'll be 500 laps down. 1,000 make up this race. Ev Kamakawa continues to lead. There it is. We are halfway. Kamakawa leads. Wiedemann is second. Rist is third. And Christoph is fourth. Halfway home. It's been exciting so far. Here Titans are out here on the pit lane after Ev Kamakawa that massive fuel spill. You see they're out here having to dry the whole pit lane. All right, here we are. Tire change. All 4 drivers into their respective pit lanes. You see him changing the tires, getting them off. Rist, Wiedemann, Kamakawa's got his to Christoph's got his off. They're trying to get him out of the new wrapping. Kamakawa's is getting stuck a little bit. Rist is having a little bit of a problem getting his out as well. Wiedemann's changed it and gone and away. Second place driver's out first. There goes Kamakawa. Christoph has his on. Rist is going to get his on. There they go. All 4 drivers are back into the race. Tires have changed. Ev Kamakawa will be coming in for his round of pit stop. This is a normal pit stop. He stops.
Oh yeah, oh no, penalty, oh damage, lots of damage to rear wing. Oh, no good. Dirty, oh bad, the tire assembly changing. Oh, really bad, oh, no good.
Pits are open for Christoph. Come in, he's in.
Oh, it's just good, not so bad. He's a fast car, fast pit stops, really good, and oh, he go.
Go for Mike Christoph, a very good stop there. Here comes John Wiedemann. He's in.
Oh, he's in. He's fast. He's really clean. He's clean like I don't know, clean. So very clean. But he can go. Go.
Very fast, 9-second stop for Wiedemann. So far Kamakawa with the toughest one. Steve Rist be the next guy in. He's in now. He's in.
Oh, he's fast too, but it's not as fast as other guys. He's a fast guy, but he's a rookie guy, so he's gonna sit here for a little longer. He's in. Go!
A 12-second stop for Steve Rist. So everybody had clean stops except for your leader, Ev Kamakawa, had a problem there. I think it's to fix that damage from that piece of paper hot dog wrap, whatever they had in the front wing. It cost him a lot of time. He had a big lead, but I think. He still has the lead, but Christoph has cut into it in the number 60 car. Christoph on the middle lane making up some laps over Ev Kamakawa. John Wiedemann will be the next pit window that's open. He's second. Here he comes. He's going to do the push to pass, and Mike Christoph coming. Wiedemann getting the push to pass peanut butter whiskey shot. No, good for he liked that. His car is fast. Christoph! Oh yeah, no problem for him either. He is gone. Oh, look at him go. Look at that. Like a spider monkey, Mike Christoph is back in his car and out behind the race. Push to pass really worked there for him. He's trying to make up 7 laps. A big one there for Rist. Wow, you can see after that push to pass, the drivers are really getting on it here as the race comes down. Kristoff is second. Kristoff is, big crash there. That's going to hurt Kamikawa. Oh, a big wreck down there for Rist as well, too. Boy, big time crashing going on here as this race comes down to the end. It's coming down to it right now. Winding down here with about 15 laps to go coming up now. John Wiedemann from the inside lane. He used that strategy, had his problems early on, but finishing up on the inside strong as there goes Kristoff again. Kristoff was second for a while. He's now fighting with Kamikawa there for that second spot. I believe Kamikawa has it over with 10 laps to go now over Mike Kristoff. Wiedemann leads. Kristoff and Kamikawa fighting for second. Kristoff has second by 5 laps. So it's Wiedemann, Kristoff with 5 to go. 4 laps to go, all by himself. Looks like it should be, he'll cruise. Quite the strategy in this race. Was down early, but comes on strong, and there it is. Your HO Indy 500 winner is John Wiedemann. Finishes second. 4, he says.
All right, we are in victory lane, and we have John Wiedemann, who has won back-to-back HO Indy 500s.
They said they didn't want to worry about me.
Yeah, I guess they should have
before, guys.
They might have wanted to think about you in the future, right?
Yeah, right.
That was a tough race. I mean, all the way around, you had a lot of guys chasing you through that whole race, and you came from quite a ways down to pull it out.
Yeah, the car wasn't the fastest car, but it definitely handled good. I was lucky to kind of end up with that chassis in qualifying. A little bit of strategy there, and
all right, you know what to do with this.
Stuff.
There it goes. There we go. Yeah, that's what we like to see. A little spillage, but it's been sitting on your mantle. It's been sitting on your mantle for a year. Evidently, your wife must love having it.
You know what? She was wondering, am I going to bring any of these back? And I'm like, I don't really think so. But yeah, this is like the best trophy. Second to the championship trophy. And congratulations to Mike Black for that one. But
it's 46-year-old whiskey there coming out of that decanter, 1975. Whoa! Don't drop it. Don't waste the 1975 whiskey. He's gonna try to take a taste of it without winning the race. That's not good. He did not win it. You got to win this race to get a drink from this.
All right, so peanut butter, but this is gonna be awesome. This is good stuff.
Smoother than last year?
Yeah. Last year was a tough year. A lot of crap going on. So this year is a little bit nicer of a win for me.
All right, you're going to come up a little short on the championship this year, but it's a heck of a way to cap off still a great season.
Yeah, Lack gets the championship. I get the 500.
And Matt Hayek from Super High. Yeah, the Super High Intensity Team third member by remote control manages to keep Dean Strom out of the race. So it was a complete victory for your team.
A lot of craziness going up between us and that team, but they've been fun to race this year. So.
Time has come now. The season's wound down. We're going to present the championship trophy. NASCAR's got Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt Sr., Jimmy Johnson. F1 has got Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher. IndySlotCar now has Mike Black, his 7th championship. Mike, number 7. It's got to feel good.
It does. It's awesome. Hard-fought season. Had a hell of a battle with Dean Strom. I mean, I couldn't keep the guy from winning. I mean, I don't know how many times I finished second behind him. It was a great battle. If it weren't for a few, schedule conflicts, I don't know if I'd be here. But I sure as hell am glad that I am here right now.
That's Mike Black, your commissioner, Mike Kristoff.
Mike, it's become a bit of a tradition to hand this thing to you at the end of the season. You know, your teammate got it, pulled it last year. Obviously, you must have been jealously looking at it, thinking, hey, wait a minute, that doesn't belong to you. And you made it happen again. And now your name goes on the Husarsbilt Cup one more time. That's 7. Not even Scott Dixon has done that.
That's incredible. It's a great bunch of guys to race against. Incredible season. You know, it could have gone in any direction at winning point, but it's truly an honor to be able to hoist this for the 7th time here.
Well, that'll wrap this season up. Mike Lackey, your 7-time champion. It's been a great year. Thanks for joining us. It's I can't believe it went that quickly compared to the year we went last year. We got everything in, and we're looking forward to next year. This league will continue on for a 29th season. Make sure you're back and tune everybody. We're all planning on being back. Well, we'll see you guys next year. Thanks for a great year.
The IndySlotCar Series thanks you for watching the IndySlotCar channel.
Oh, race control really doesn't have any comment about that. We're supposed to be impartial. But that's really a shame that he choked all by himself. I mean, you don't see a champion choke like that very often.